Okay, so I've had a question from Mrs. Stephanie Cara, and it's about making a video about leaderboards. And I haven't made a video about leaderboards, so why not do it now, right? To find out about your leaderboard, what you do is you go up to your face and click on that and go to your profile, and you will see the level that you're at for the community that you're in. So this is my very own community onliners, and I'm notionally at level 6, and I've got 290 points to go up. If you click on where it says that level 6, then you'll see all the different levels and the number of members that are in different levels. And you'll see there's 2% of my members are in level 6. But on the leaderboards, I won't show up at all if I'm the community owner, because you don't want to discourage all of your members, right? The leaderboard is to encourage them, to incentivize them, to gamify them. So you won't show up as number 9 or anything. And so underneath the leaderboard, it will have nothing. But if you go to a different community and you do the same thing, so you're in another community, you click on your face, you go to profile, and it will show you what level you're at. So in Schoolers, I'm at level 7. I click on that writing that says level 7, and it shows me all the different things. It shows me that there's 1% of members at level 7, and there's a couple of levels above me. And it shows me the leaderboards. And then underneath that, it shows me where I am if I'm not in the top 10. And I'm not anywhere close to the top 10 in Schoolers. So I'm 465 on the 7-day one. The 30-day, which is the one I pay attention to, I'm 321. And in overall, I'm at 227. So that's how you see what your level is, how many points you have to level up, and where you are on the leaderboard, which is what Steph's question was specifically about. Now, this is different to your ranking, which some people also talk about when they're talking about leaderboards. If you're talking about your ranking in discovery, then you go to your community. In this case, it's my Onliners community, and you'll see there's a discovery tab. You click on the left on discovery, and it shows you where you rank. I'm in the money category, and I'm ranked 2,648th, which sounds bad until you realize that there's like 200,000 community owners in school. So that's actually in the top 1%. So I'm okay with that. Now, it tells you with the ranking how you can get better in ranking. First of all, it tells you how to get into discovery, because not all of the communities qualified for discovery. You need to have a minimum threshold of members, and it doesn't tell you what that minimum is because they can change it at any time, I guess. You need to have some posts and activity before you will show up in discovery. So basically, it needs to be a genuine community. And also you need some of the infrastructure. So you need your group description, you need an about page. So the group description is what shows on the right-hand side. I'll show that to you in a minute. And you also need the about page description and some images. So you get 5 or 6 tiles, I think it is, where you can add images or videos. So you need an image, and you need a cover image for that. So those are the minimum requirements to even show up on Discovery. Once you show up on Discovery, then the things are ranked by member growth. So you might only have 10 members, but if you're growing by 1 member every day, that's 10% growth, right? So that's quite good. So member growth is a very important metric. It's the first thing that they mention for discovery. So even if you've got a small community, focus on getting at least 1 new member, right? Get some growth. And then it's about engagement. So if anyone comments, you reply to that comment. If someone posts, then you do a comment on their post. If you post, put a question in it so that it gives some engagement opportunities for others to comment for you. And the last one is retention. Do people stay in your community, or do they churn out pretty quickly and just go, this isn't for me, and leave? So those three things, member growth, engagement, and retention, are what you want to focus on. They also say, it's a bit of a mystery, they also say they have a human in the loop. So it's not just about the algorithm measuring things. They have people looking at it, and they can boost or penalize you. So you want to pay attention to what these humans will be paying attention to. And that is, have you got high quality artwork on your about page? That's a boost. Do you have an interesting niche? So don't do the same that everyone's doing. Have an interesting niche. I've got friends like Steph Cara who asked this question, who has the Creative Cottage, and she helps creative peoples from her tiny cottage, and she helps them with all kinds of things like having their own small business. She's got a cleaning and declutter business. She's also got an Etsy store where she's done over 200 sales. She also does YouTube. So she's got a lot of interesting little things to her niche. Also, they are looking for authentic human engagement. So if you notice, if there's any spammy or scammy people in the communities that you're in, you'll see the bots just write, love that, or interesting. They never actually engage like a human would. They sound like a robot. So you want to put some humor in there. You want to put some love in there. Just react like a human would be authentic. And be an active owner. So it's your own community, and that's the only one that you will see the discovery ranking for in the discovery tab. You want to be active in your own community. So some people kind of just only post once a week because they want to keep the cadence low and not put too much pressure on everyone. That's not being as active as you could. Some people do it daily. I like to do it daily. Some people do like multiple times a day. It's really up to you to choose, but you want to be active. Doesn't mean you have to post every day, but at least be commenting, liking, replying if you're not posting. Now, these are the penalties. Bots or fake accounts. So when you get a membership application, if you are tempted to put a bot or a fake account in so that it boosts your numbers, you will be penalized in your discovery ranking. So know that. I don't like them anyway. I just say no, even if I wasn't ranking on discovery, I would still say no because I don't want to build that kind of community. I'm not all about the numbers. I'm about the quality of the people in the community. But that's a penalty. Spam or low quality engagement. You'll see the bots always say, message me, find me on Telegram or WhatsApp. They always try and get you off the Skool platform. Contacting them on another one, that's low quality engagement. Low quality artwork, or your about page doesn't have a good description, or it's a bit vague. Payments off platform. So if you're telling people they should PayPal you or Venmo you instead of going through Skool, that's a penalty. Bad customer support. If someone raises a complaint and you don't respond to them, then Skool doesn't like that because it affects Skool's reputation as well, or you're inactive. So they're all the penalties. And they put a note there that removing inactive people or group one people does not boost your ranking. Some people just like to lurk. Just let them lurk. They don't, all your communities don't have to be active. They don't have to be active now. I had last month, I had to go to the other side of the country and look after some family responsibilities. It took up most of my time. I set a minimum standard that I would do at least 10 activities on Skool, but I did barely anything else. I was lurking in just about all of the communities that I'm in for that period of time. So everyone will have a season of life when it's like that. And some people are just in so many communities they can't keep up. So if they are part of your community, let them be. Don't delete people just because they're inactive. I only kick people if they are the spammy, scammy, bot sort of things, fake accounts that will affect your discovery ranking, but also affect your community. You want to keep everyone in your community safe. So I hope that helps you with the leaderboard. I did say that I would show you the about page versus the group description. So this here on the right hand side is your group description. You can see it's quite a lot shorter. This here is your about description. So this one's only 4 like quarter lines. This one is much, much longer. And I think it's about 1,000 characters or something. So that's the difference between your description, group description, and your about page description. And both of those affect your discovery ranking. This is your cover page. These are your images. As I said, there's about 5 or 6. I've got one more I could add in there. And that's how you get onto the leaderboards. And going to your face, clicking on your profile and clicking on the level is how you will see where you are on the leaderboards if it's not your community. And if it's someone else's community, going to your face, going to your profile and clicking on the level will show you, even if you're not in the top 10, where you are ranking in that community. So I hope that helps. Leave a comment if you want to know anything more about the leaderboards, or you've got a question about anything else. I would love to help you discover more about Skool and using it to boost your own performance and boost your own community. So thanks for watching today. See ya.